Rugby World Cup plays a really important part in world rugby and in the growth of rugby around the world. Firstly as our biggest event, the thing that inspires growth in the game, attracts a new audience to rugby, particularly in emerging territories and in places where rugby isn't traditionally strong, but also Rugby World Cup is the financial engine that allows us to drive the growth of the game and plays a very important role. We're delighted with the process we've had. We launched in May 2015 by inviting any of World Rugby's member unions who are interested in hosting Rugby World Cup 2023 to have a look at that with us. At the applicant phase, really the objective was to ensure that, again, the host candidate at that stage, or the applicant, and their government stakeholders understood all of the requirements of hosting a Rugby World Cup. In designing the host selection process, and again looking at those key principles of transparency, particularly of fairness and consistency and of professionalism, we agreed with the Rugby World Cup board and ultimately with the World Rugby Council that we would use a weighted scoring criteria, very transparent and objective weighted scoring criteria, and every step of that way we've been accompanied by the sports consultancy, who have been our independent advisors, not only on the design of the process but importantly in the evaluation of the ultimate bids. That evaluation has involved some 20 industry experts in effect from within World Rugby, but also experts from outside of World Rugby. So that group, that technical review group, has undertaken an extensive review. We've engaged continually with the bidders through that review process to again ensure that we've clarified exactly the aspects of their bid that are being evaluated, and ultimately that technical review group and that group of experts have produced the evaluation report that we're now working with. The evaluation report itself is an incredibly comprehensive document of more than 200 pages, really reflecting again 3 very strong bids, but reflecting the analysis of each of the important areas of Rugby World Cup hosting, and ultimately of course leading to the scores that are reflected in the report, with the Rugby World Cup board making a recommendation to World Rugby Council based on the highest score. And the Rugby World Cup board published that report on the 31st of October, and the candidates and the World Rugby Council will be considering that report leading up to the decision of World Rugby Council for the 2023 host on the 15th of November.